Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Cummins and welcome to this. This is Natori Ryu Student's Message. This is number 2. Right guys, what we've had going on at the minute is getting a little bit disturbing. Basically, we're getting people coming into Natori Ryu, and because we're interpreting text, we're getting a lot of variations. Now, I don't mind variations on the text, that's fine. So if you have one idea of what the text is saying, you know, that's fine. But what we're finding is people are just streaming away from the text and they're not even doing what the text says. So because this is going to become an issue, I'm going to instigate something here which will hopefully stem that down. So what I want people to do is when they're interpreting Natori's text and they're making a video, I want them to say this is the original version. So Natori Ryu original version. So for example, when somebody goes to grab your sword, it absolutely says in the text that you hold the handle to stop it being forced out. Now, when you break down the Japanese, that doesn't necessarily mean you have a grip like this. It could mean you trap them with your forearm, you could pull them up. That is not told, it's not in a kata form. But what it does say is definitely you hold the handle of your sword to stop it being taken away. And then of course you smash them in the face with it. So that's what you should do. If it's the original, you say original version and you grab it. But of course, I know people like to experiment and they like to play around with these things. So what I want to do is, after you have done the original version, I want you to then say variation. I want you to explore and discover. So remember, when you make a video, you do Natori Ryu original version. And you do it as the text says it. Then cut to your variation and make sure it's clear in the writing that this is your experimentation with the concept. And then you do how you feel you can do it. You explore, you discover new ways, as long as you achieve what is meant to happen. So the idea on the one I'm talking about is that your swords are not taken away from you. You hold them back, hit the person hard in the face, draw your own weapon and kill them. As long as you're not going so far off that that doesn't happen, I don't mind. But please everyone, make sure you tell people it's a variation. What I don't want is people saying Natori Ryu and then doing something that's not in Natori Ryu. So please remember, if you're putting Natori Ryu on your video, make sure you do what it says in the text. Then tell everyone this is a variation. You can say it or you can put it on the screen and then do your variation. But always make sure that you've done the original first. If you haven't done that, please don't put Natori Ryu on it because it's not from there. So I hope that clears things up. Please do feel free to experiment and play around with these things, but make sure you tell everyone that it's a variation and not the original form.